Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some updates that Society 6 is dropping here. Before we begin, I know I haven't spoken way too much about Society 6 in my, I guess you could say, YouTube lifetime. I've made some tutorial videos here and there. I've done some advice videos. I've shown different tactics and tips and tactics before. I gave tons of recommendations. We do pretty decent on Society 6. I think maybe like if I was to add up the numbers, maybe anywhere from like on a low end 2,800, on a high end like 3,900 a month on Society 6. And so these updates could be important to some of you watching. I already read it. It's really it's very clear what's happening to me, what's going on in the print-on-demand space, but I figured you guys are going to be the judge of it. Let's go ahead and go over what these important updates are for Society 6. So, to be clear, Society 6 dropped an email yesterday. I forget what time, maybe around 8 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock, something like that, Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, I don't remember the exact time, but I'll show it to you guys. So let's go ahead and first read it together, and then I'll kind of explain what it is and why everybody's freaking out. So it says, "Hello, you are receiving this email today because you are a valued member of Society 6 artist community. Today we have updated our terms of service. By continuing to use Society 6 services on or after April 4th, 2023, you are agreeing to the updated terms. Below is a summary of the key changes that will impact our artist community. Shipping fees. Effective May 4th, 2023, when you make a sale through Society6.com or one of our third-party affiliates, a shipping fee will be deducted from your earnings. Shipping fees vary based on the product sold, and the full list of current fees can be found here. Your artist earnings will be calculated using the following formula. Artist earnings are equal to base price minus discount multiplied by the markup and subtracted by the shipping fee. While we do not like implementing new fees, global shipping costs have risen significantly. To date, Society 6 and our customers have absorbed those increases. The addition of these fees will be a very small percentage of Society 6 overall shipping costs, will allow us to help protect our customers and offer reasonable customer shipping rates, which we will believe ultimately will drive better sales for our artist community. Verification fee change. Effective May 4th, 2023, a $5 PayPal verification fee will be changed to the current create a new account. Plus, coming soon, artist subscription plans. In the fall of 2023, Society 6 will introduce the annual subscription plans for artist accounts. This program will offer tiered plans, each with their own features and benefits. All artists will be required to select a plan to continue selling on Society 6. These plans will be designed to support our commitment to high-quality original art, improve the experience, and allow us to offer enhanced services for the artist community at each tier. We will look forward to sharing more about this new program in the coming months. If you have any questions, concerns, please comment us at Society6 /contact. If you wish to deactivate your account, you may do so. Click here. Thank you for being part of the community." So let's go ahead and address this. The first elephant in the room is that the verification fee will no longer be $1. For those who don't know, if you wanted to sign up to Society 6, you had to pay $1 to verify. Now it's going to be $5. That was the first thing, okay? The second update is the shipping fees. So now sellers are going to be responsible for a portion of the shipping fee, okay? I'll explain what those are in just a minute. And then finally, the third update, which is the artist subscription plans, which means that in the fall, as they say here, sellers on Society 6 are going to have to somehow sign up to some sort of annual subscription where they pay to play, effectively, to pay to sell on the platform, which for some people is annoying, for some people it doesn't matter, whatever. Okay, so let's kind of go into this. something that caught my attention. It was a very, very subtle wording used. It says here, these plans will be designed to support our community to high quality original artwork. The reason why this caught my attention, guys, is let's face it, we all know what the elephant in the room is. It's AI. It's such a big elephant that even if you were blind, you could see it. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because it's not a coincidence that this is all happening. Okay? It's not a coincidence. All of these print-on-demand companies right now are struggling to deal with artist demand to upload art. This is something that I've been saying for the past few months, and this is something that's going to get only worse. Okay? So what's a solution that companies can deal with? Once again, there's only two solutions to making more money. And the first thing is generate more sales, which is the harder one. And number two is cut costs. Well, Society6 is very, very clearly taking matters into their own hands and charging their artists now. Not just their sellers, but their artists, not just their customers for the art, but they're also charging their artists, their sellers, the people that have helped grow their platform. And at the end of the day, I want you to understand this, and I want you to understand this very clearly. When you upload art to Society6, what you're doing is you're giving them an asset. Okay? You don't have any rights over that asset. You can't say that it's yours. That account is not yours. I don't care how much you paid for it. They can ban you, they can delete you, and they can remove you at any time. Okay? So let's just be very clear on that notion. Now, what is something that also caught my attention here is, aside from the original artwork, keyword here that was used, and like I said, the reason why that matters, okay, is because let's face it, 99% of the people right now who are discovering AI art are using the hell out of it, and they're using it on marketplaces like this, which, once again, my suggestion is, if you want to make money with AI art, the easiest way to do that right now is through a website. You guys are bending over backwards, killing yourselves, working for a 20 cent, 40 cent commission, expecting that that's going to change your life. That's not going to happen. You'll make side income. I mean, I make side income on Society6, but it's not going to change my life. Making $3,600, $3,500 a month, $3,200 a month is not life-changing, for me at least. For some of you guys, maybe, but I don't say that out of pride or arrogance. I say that out of facts. I mean, it's just reality. So here's the reality, okay? Your shipping prices. Let's jump onto that first of all. Shipping prices. Okay, so people have messaged me about this. They told me that, what's going to go on, I'm going to lose money, etc. You're not really going to lose money. You're just not going to make as much as you did before. Now, thankfully, the prices are really not that bad. If you look here, this is the link that you click on or you're sent to. For example, like a tote bag, you pay an extra 50-cent fee that comes out of your profit. Now, I want to tell you guys this. Once again, this further proves my point about the whole server costs. You guys got to understand, when somebody joins a platform like this and they're uploading art, like crazy amounts of art, guess what? The server costs add up, and you as a seller, you're not paying for that. Okay, on top of that, this platform has to pay for marketing. They have to pay for, their website server costs to be running. They have to do a lot of different things. They have employees, customer service, and the list goes on and on and on. So what they're trying to do is they are trying to cut costs. It has nothing to do with whatever they said here was like, what is it here? I forget what they say. I think they said we want to make our platform great for the people who use it or some crap like that. It's all BS. The reality is that they're losing money and they need you to pay to make more money. That's what it comes down to, okay? And honestly, a seller like me, which I feel like I'm on the top 20, I hope. I mean, I don't know, 20% of Society6 sellers. I would say that this is not going to make a huge difference. Is it going to be marginal? Yes, it's going to make a marginal difference. Maybe 10%, maybe 5%, maybe 10, 20%. God only knows. Also, on top of the subscription plans, by the end, because I'm looking at this in like 20 months down the line, right? In 20 months down the line, I'm going to probably be paying a subscription plan to sell in Society6. I'm also going to be paying the higher shipping fees, which, by the way, don't get confused. If they're increasing costs right now, what do you think they're going to do in a year, 2 years from now, when things get worse and more people have access to AI art and all these kind of things? You're going to be paying more. They might even create a tiered plan for people who want to sell AI art. If you want to sell AI art, you're going to have to pay X amount to list your art on Society6. They might do that because, once again, server costs is a real thing you have to worry about. So what are the updates? The updates, first thing is you're going to be paying shipping fees. The shipping fee gets taken out of the profit, okay? So, for example, here it says iPad folio case. You're going to be paying an extra $1.30 that's going to be coming out of your profit. All right. If it's a metal print, an extra $1.80 that's going to be coming out of your profit. If you're doing an outdoor floor cushion, that's like an extra $3.20 coming out of your profit. A coffee table, $3.50 that's coming out of your profit. Now, let's be honest. Does it cost, like sling chairs or wood wall art, $3.50? Is it really going to cover that much out of the shipping? No. But what they do is that they're trying to decrease costs somehow, some way. And you as a seller, they're going to look at it and they're going to say this. Okay, this seller has been on our platform making us money. And let's say they generate $1,000 a month, $500 a month, $800 a month. Are they really going to forego that $800 a month and close their account just because we're charging them a little bit extra? The answer is no, they're not. So what are we going to do? We're going to keep charging these guys. We're going to essentially put the frogs in the pot, and we're going to start the boil very, very slowly. And right now, guys, the heat is on low right now. They just cranked up the heat, and the heat is on low. I wouldn't be surprised 2 years from now, 3 years from now, the heat is going to be all the way high. The fees are going to be crazy. The monthly prices are going to be insane. And these businesses are just trying to stay alive. You got to understand, they have bit off way more than they can chew. You got myriads and myriads of people signing up for free. They're overloading the servers. The servers cost thousands of dollars a month. Okay? And at the end of the day, what's going to happen? They need to make money somehow. I mean, you can't just make money out of thin air. They can't just, acquire debt. I mean, I don't think Society6 is not a publicly traded company. So, I don't know the details, but, somebody could search it out there. But any company is just economics. It's 101, right? So the fees are going to have to go up, and guess who's paying for it? You are, okay, as a seller. At least a little bit of it, okay? Now, something that I will say, something I want to be clear here, is that when we come to Society6, we don't see too much innovation, all right? We don't see they're changing their uploading platform, or we don't see marketing campaigns, new marketing campaigns being created. We don't see partnerships with influencers and large sizes. This is another company that in 5 years from now, it's going to be left behind. And when I say left behind, it's going to be just like the others, okay? Just like your Zazzle, just like your TeePublics, Redbubbles, all these kind of things. There's going to have to be one company that stands out from amongst the group, which is probably going to be Amazon right now, because Amazon is controlling majority of the share right now, aside from Redbubble, of course. But in terms of designers, Amazon, has control over every aspect of it. Server, the IP, all these kind of things. Not to mention, okay, when I say left behind, by the way, I don't mean they're not going to be making money. You can make money on these platforms. I'm not stupid. I would not have invested time, money, and effort into these platforms if I didn't think I could make money off of it. But it's going to be exceedingly hard in the coming years for these companies to build and build and build if they don't innovate. Okay, Society6, I could already tell you, is not innovating from what I can see. Maybe things will change around for them. Maybe they're, upcharging these fees so that they can try to put a budget together to do some innovation. I don't think so, to be honest, between me and you. I don't think they're going to innovate, because the reality is businesses like these, especially with over 100 employees, are very, very slow to action, because, if something needs to be changed, it has to go down the ladder. The messaging has to go down the ladder. Then the work has to be approved by 5-6 steps upward. Once it's approved, then it has to be iterated. So much different stuff that wastes so much time. Also, verification fee. This is another quintessential example as to why they need more money, okay? The first thing is I get it. It's a micro agreement, right? You got to sign up, pay $1, pay $5, pay whatever. It's a micro agreement so that you as a seller, you feel more dedicated to selling the platform. But from a financial standpoint, if every single person paid just a little bit extra, maybe it'll help them a little more. Maybe they have the actual statistics. At the end of the day, though, if you're a real entrepreneur and you know what you're talking about, the difference between $4 and $1 for each, or $5 and $1 for each seller is really not that much. It's not going to be the thing that saves your business. At the end of the day, what is going on here is they're squeezing their sellers. They're squeezing the living hell out of their sellers because they know that these sellers have damn near nowhere else to go. Let's be honest. If you're on a marketplace and you're consistently posting on a marketplace, 99% of the people on marketplaces don't know how to build websites. They don't know how to build their own businesses. They don't know how to do the advertising. And also, whether they don't know or they have an idea, they're not going to. They're not going to go out there. They're not going to stretch themselves. They're not going to put the extra effort forward, which is exactly why I'm telling you guys, put the energy in, man. Build your own website, do the work, okay? Grind a little bit and learn something, because until you do, you're going to keep dealing with the same thing. We saw the same thing happen with Etsy just a few months ago, okay? Etsy increases their fees. Before that, they had another increase, and before that, they had another increase, okay? Look at what Redbubble's doing right now. This is not a coincidence. Redbubble's banning people left and right, left and right, left and right. They cannot keep up with the demand from the sellers. The consumer demand, the client demand or the customer demand, right, is not high enough to subdue the demand of the uploaders. Okay, the amount of money that's coming in is not enough versus the amount of money that's going out. Once again, it comes back to server costs. A lot of people disregard the importance of a server cost. Server costs are super expensive because you're not just paying for the database. You're paying for the security. You're paying for the backups. You're paying for all these things that help with that. You're also paying for DDoS protection. You're paying for so many different things that come with this, especially with businesses of this size. They're probably getting attacked on a daily basis. So you have to put into consideration how expensive this is going to be. And it's not really their fault either. They bit off more than they can chew. Of course, they're responsible. However, you have to keep in mind that this is a business that's in risk just like any other business. Right now, in 2023, we are in the midst of a changing time. Every time a new technology arises, drastic things change. Okay? Anybody who tells you this is not a big deal, this is a very big deal. Not because you're going to get charged a little bit more. That doesn't matter. In fact, you shouldn't even worry about getting charged a little more. What you should worry about is your future. If let's just say you're making, I don't know, $1,000 a month from a part-time job. Maybe you live somewhere in the country, things cost less, but let's say you're making $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month, okay, from your job. And let's say you're able to cover the cost of your rent. You pay $1,000 rent, which is really, really cheap, but let's just say that's the case, all right? Let's say you to live a decent life, get a decent car, paying your lease, get your groceries, whatever. You're on a platform like Society6. You're on a platform like Redbubble. You're on a platform like all these other guys. You're making a little bit of money here and there. What happens when all these things shut down? What happens? And when I say shut down, I mean squeeze you the way that they're attempting to squeeze you now, charging you more. Hell, maybe even some platforms are going to shut down. Who knows? What happens then? You have no experience. You've never built a website. You never built a platform. And you're giving yourself the excuse saying, oh, I never done it before. Guess what? They're not going to care. And at the end of the day, when you sign up to these platforms, whether it's Society6, whether it's Zazzle, whether it's Redbubble, whether it be whatever platform, you are signing a at-will contract, which basically means termination can happen at will at any time without any explanation. I've said this a million times. I get literally maybe 20 to 30 messages per day about Redbubble people telling me they got banned on Redbubble. Why did it happen? This is unfair, etc., etc. No, it's not unfair. You signed a contract stating that you're willing to be banned at any moment. That is an at-will contract. You are willing. You're going to be excavated at any moment. Okay, that goes for Society6, that goes for Zazzle, that goes for Redbubble. Even if you were making $1 million a month, you cannot sue them. You don't have the right to sue them. Why? because in their terms of service, right, they have a list of reasons why somebody might get banned, but in the bottom, they also state that we can ban you as we see fit, which basically means we don't have to have a reason. We can just get you the hell out when we want you to. Now, I'm not saying this to say that you shouldn't upload on these platforms, once again, because I know some people haven't seen my past videos, they're not aware of who I am and all these kind of things. You take advantage of what's available, but don't sit here and act like this is going to be your saving grace. You need to be able to diversify and be responsible for yourself in the event something happens and something goes wrong. And mark my words, from now to the next 3 years from now, something will happen. Something catastrophic will happen in this industry. I'm telling you, because business are just simply not going to be able to handle the costs, and the demand is simply just not going up the way it should. This is right now, we're in a bad time for this kind of stuff, and it's just the beginning, okay? It's absolutely just the beginning. And some people say, well, why don't you seem worried? Well, the reason why I don't seem worried is because I've always been diversified, number one. And I've been diversified on every single level. On the print-on-demand level, I'm on many different marketplace platforms. On the second level, I have my own websites that generate me income. And on the third level, which is just income in general, my main income source nowhere near comes from print-on-demand. I don't think print-on-demand even makes up maybe 8% of the income that I generate a month, okay? And I'm talking about print on demand from Redbubble, Zazzle, all these things combined. And to put things into consideration, if you guys remember back in the day when I got banned on Merch by Amazon, twice might I add, the first time I was doing over $800 a month on Merch by Amazon, I didn't bat an eye. I didn't really care. The reason why I said that is because, and I know it might seem catastrophic to some of you, but the reason why is just simply because, why would I? I'm backed up. I'm diversified. And that's exactly what you should guys be too. Be as diversified as possible. Now, something that I will say is it hard to be diversified? Absolutely. It takes years to develop. But you do not want to be the person who sits there relaxing for 3 years, not really worrying, and then on the final third year, all hell breaks loose, and then you lose everything. Okay? You don't want to be that person. All right. So yes, I am telling you, do work on Society6, do work on Zazzle, do work on Redbubble, do work on whatever platform you want to work on. Do extra work, learn, put in the hours, okay? But understand that you are expendable, and you have to have the responsibility. If you're serious about this, if you want to live a life of passive income, you want to diversify, you want to live a good life financially speaking, and you want to step away from your job, because that's like what 99% of the people who watch this YouTube channel for. Maybe they either want to step away, they want to get some free time, maybe they even want some supplemental income. All right, whatever it is. If you're one of those people, then it's just a matter of taking the time to be responsible and conscientious enough to divert energy and effort into other lanes and not using your knowledge as an excuse, because excuses are not going to exist. Okay, nobody's going to sit here and say, well, we feel bad for you, we're going to help you out. Nobody's coming to save you. Okay, it's just a matter of you got to go out there and you got to do it. If you think that it's a risk being on these platforms, keep selling on the platforms, keep working, keep putting energy, but create something new for yourself. Create a blog, create websites. And I've been teaching people how to build blogs and stuff like that on the other channel, and been showing people how to do that. For those who don't know, that's where majority of my income comes from, which are websites. I create websites, create content on those websites, blogs, products, sell products, affiliate marketing, do the whole thing. And this has been something that you guys could even look at my videos 3-4 years back. Speaking of videos, we have over 900 videos on my YouTube channel. 900 videos, right? There should be not a single person who has an excuse as to why they can't do something. Yes, we have paid content, but paid content shouldn't hold you back from, once again, creating an excuse. You can't say, oh, well, he charges paid content. No, we have 900 videos that you can go ahead and get access to, because I know some people, they say, well, why don't you give us those videos for free? We have 900 videos that are for free. It's just a matter of you going and taking action and doing the work. So, guys, these updates don't surprise me, okay? You're going to hear other platforms dealing with things similar, okay? I'm not going to be surprised if Etsy hits us with another email come summertime saying we're increasing our fees, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing, changes, we got to charge a monthly. And by the way, all it takes is one platform one decently sized platform, like Redbubble, for example, to say, we're going to charge a monthly fee for sellers. We're going to create a new program. We're going to create Redbubble 2.0, and we're going to charge a monthly fee for sellers. And the people who don't want to pay this monthly fee, they're wiped off the platform. That's all it takes. All it takes is one company to say, we're going to charge a monthly fee. It will help restore their server costs. It will help them make a little bit more profit, and it will kick out all the spammers, all the copycatters, because those guys who have no creativity and no brain, really. I mean, there's no other way to put it. No creativity, no brain, and no vigor, I guess you could say, from a print-on-demand standpoint. Those guys are going to get wiped off because they don't even have the energy to go out there and create their own art. They're sitting here scamming, copying off of other people's work. And trust me, I'm a victim of it. When I created a series here on YouTube showing you guys how to make money through Instagram for print on demand, and I made a sale within the first 16 hours just by searching my own images on the hashtags. I saw 9 other accounts in the first week. Let me repeat that. 9. Not 5, not 1, not 2, 9. 9 other people who are copying exactly what I was doing, pixel for pixel, created their own design, put it on a Redbubble store, thinking that they could target my audience after I'm already targeting and make the money. But guess what? I had a separate account on the side, and I actually said this, where I was doing all the targeting myself, right? A separate, and I used that account as a demo, and that's where I learned. People who copy will take any opportunity to do so. And so, honestly, if a large company, print-on-demand company who has a sizable weight starts making changes like charges a small monthly fee, which is exactly what this company is going to be doing come 2023, fall 2023, you can expect all of them to eventually do so. It's only a matter of time. I call this the Robinhood effect. Look what happened to Robinhood. If you guys are familiar, the stock trading platform Robinhood, when Robinhood first came out, one of their biggest point of sale was that they don't charge fees. Okay. At that time, nobody really was doing that before when on trades. Nobody was, everybody was charging fees pretty much. But guess what happened? That marketing and that push was so strong, right, that they don't charge fees, that everybody started going there. And when everybody started going there, what happened? You got companies like, Charles Schwab, Fidelity, all these, Thinkorswim platforms, not Thinkorswim, really, that's just measuring. But regardless, the point is all these different platforms where brokerage accounts started offering the same thing to compete, right? So my point here is that when creators and when sellers start seeing a platform like Society6 start charging people a monthly fee to be able to even sell on the platform, and granted, in the beginning it will be harder for them, but with time, as they get better and better and better, because they're kicking out the garbage and they're making the quality stay, guess what's going to happen? People are going to start noticing, hey, this platform is a legit platform, and all the legitimate artists who want to really make some legitimate money and they don't want to keep playing these dumb games, getting banned and getting copycat and all these kind of things, they're going to be like, you know what? I'm willing to pay a fee for this, right? Because they put their money where their mouth is. There's so many people who want things for free and they're not willing to do the work, or really, they're not really willing to respect what they're doing, right? They just want everything for free, given. So they pay a little fee. They enter this, I guess you could say, this club or this society, no pun intended for Society6, but they're entering this kind of like this premium paid society to be able to sell their art, right, on a level that they're going to be respected as an artist. How many artists out here feel not respected? I'm going to tell you majority. Okay, majority of artists don't feel respected. They're getting, virtually speaking, raped on Redbubble. They're getting Amazon is banning them. Redbubble is banning them. Shown no respect whatsoever. So they go on these platforms. They pay a little fee. They're on a great platform. And guess what? These other large platforms are going to start paying attention to that. Once they pay attention to that, they're going to have to replicate or they're going to have to die. This is why I say innovation. All it takes is for one company to start innovating and iterating. It doesn't even have to be an innovation moving forward. It could be moving sideways. This is an example of a sideways innovation, not a moving forward innovation. Moving forward innovation is an innovation that helps customers and sellers have a better experience. Now, this will help you have a better experience, but indirectly. That's why sideways, okay? So the point here is, with everything that I'm saying, is that be prepared. Be prepared to be squeezed. be that frog in the boiling water. The water is just on low right now, guys, and this is just the beginning. You think all these things are emerging not because it's just a sign of the times. No, this is because a new technology has emerged. And when new technologies have emerged, markets shift. And when markets shift, new people grow and old people die. That's just the way it is. And when I say old or new, I don't mean age. I'm talking about technologies. I'm talking about things brought to market. If you can't produce new innovations, you're going to die off. And if you can produce, then you're going to grow exponentially. Okay? And that's during bad market times. Right now is not the best market time. Okay? Inflation is through the roof. Interest rates are through the roof. And the interest rates are whatever you want to call it, try to remedy the fact that the costs are through the roof and try to help that, but it's not going as well as we thought. And when I say inflation rate, people's salaries are not going up. That's one of the main problems. And if anything, jobs are decreasing because, let's face it, if you're a small company, let's say you have 15 employees, 10 employees, 20 employees, right? Let's just say writers or artists, for example. For every 10 or 5 artists that I had before or writers that I had before, I can get rid of 90% of them, keep one of them, and he or she, doesn't matter who, will do the work of all those other 10 with the technology that we have. So salaries are going down, staying the same, if not going down. Job opportunities are definitely going down, and costs are rising, and salaries are not going up. That's the point. So we are in a bad time right now, and it's not going to get any better. And so you have a choice. Can you invest in yourself, or are you going to end up like a frog that's being boiled, and before you know it, you're going to be dead? Okay? It's just a matter of time. And this is going to be a difficult time for a lot of people, and majority of the people. I would say about maybe 85 to 90% of the people. And I'm trying to end up not one of those people, and that's why I'm clocking in, doing more work, doing more effort, doing more hours in my personal businesses, all right? I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. This is not just a Society 6 update, but this is a world update. This is not a print-on-demand update. This is a world update. There's a lot more things that need to be addressed here, but I'm not going to keep the video going on forever, all right? I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.